Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee, and this is the start of my weekend vlog. It's early Friday morning, March the 18th, and I'm gonna take you along with me this weekend. It's gonna be a spring cleaning, kind of spring redo, refresh, do my living room. And I wanna spruce it up and I want to lighten it up for spring and summer and the rest of the year until we get back to fall. So I'm really going to do some pretty, not major, but I'm going to change out my windows. I'm gonna take down some curtains. I'm going to put some other window type treatments up, and I'm also going to do my ottoman. I'm going to sort of upholster the ottoman. I had picked up the material from Joann's in my last vlog, so I'm going to use that so you can see how I do that. I'm going to give Choo Choo a chip because actually she's going to have a graham cracker. She likes graham crackers, so I'm going to give her a graham cracker so I can finish this little introduction here. So hold on. Alright, so hopefully she's going to be quiet now. Anyway, guys, yeah, so I just wanted to mention that I appreciate those of you who come along on these vlog videos and all of my videos. I am here really just doing my thing and I'm sharing it with you guys. I had one of my sweet subscribers, Andrea. She has been there from the very beginning, and thank you, Andrea, and everyone else. But Andrea asked me, she was watching my spring refresh, my coffee bar spring refresh, and she asked me if my coffee machine was just a decoration or if I actually used it. And that made me think, like, do people think that I'm just kind of doing this to do a video about it and I don't really use it, or it's not really in my life? And I do use my stuff. I do use those coffee makers. The Keurig machine I use all the time. I also use my Nespresso when I mostly entertain, but if I'm in the mood for an espresso or a cappuccino, I have my machine there ready to go. I do brew my own coffee in the morning. I have it set on a timer so it's ready in the morning for Bob and I when we get up. So I will show you that little area which I have spruced up for spring. And I also am going to show you my chalkboard, my Cricut design chalkboard that I made during the winter storm, and I put my spring design on it, so I'll show you that. It's not perfect. I mean, that's the thing. I just wanted to, say that I am not like a super artist. I'm not an upholsterer, so you will see when I do my upholstery on the ottoman. It's just to enjoy. I like to look at nice things. I like to enjoy my home. I am very much a homebody, and I enjoy being in my home and just relaxing and looking around and seeing things that make me happy. So the things that I do, I'm actually doing for myself, and I'm just sharing it with all of you. So I'm going to take you along this weekend to, we got a dumpster and we're going to do like a major spring cleanup. We have a bunch of stuff. I told you in my last video that the basement really needs work. It really just needs, it's got junk down there. It's got stuff that you just put down there so because you don't know what to do with, and basically you need to get rid of it. So we're gonna clean up the yard. We got a bunch of stuff to get rid of in the yard. So I'll show you the dumpster. I'll kind of take you along and show you what we're putting in it this weekend. I'm just going to be popping in and out here, showing you where I'm at this weekend. It's Friday. I've got a work day ahead of me, and I'm planning on making some baked fish for dinner tonight, something really good, light, and healthy, and delicious. And I will take you along and show you that. That'll kind of be the start of this vlog, and then we will go from there. So let's go. So for tonight's dinner, I'm going to make some Brussels sprouts in my air fryer, and I'm preheating the air fryer at 350 for 2 minutes. And I'm just going to put my olive oil. These are going to be garlic and Parmesan Brussels sprouts, and they're going to come out like as if they were baked in the oven. And so I'm just adding garlic powder and onion powder and some salt and some pepper. And then I'm going to be adding my Parmesan cheese. So I'm just going to stir this up really well, get everything coated really, really well. And then I'm going to spray the Instant Pot, and I'm going to add my Brussels sprouts. And then I'm going to turn the air fryer on and move on to the fish. So I'm going to start to make my fish, and I'm starting with some lemon juice. And I'm just going to squeeze a couple of lemons. And then I'm going to unwrap my fish. I think it's so cute with the little sprig of rosemary. Gives it a little more of a special boutique vibe, I guess. Boutique for your fish. But yeah, nice pieces of fish. This is about 1.75 pounds. And I figure I'll cook it all up, and if we have any leftovers, we can just put it in the fridge to snack on. So I'm going to melt 4 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm going to season my fish. So I'm just going to put some salt, and then I'm going to put some pepper, and just, to taste, however it looks. And then just putting some thyme. And I'm putting some Italian seasonings, which has oregano. I didn't have oregano just by itself, so I'm just using the Italian seasoning. And now I'm just putting some paprika. So my Brussels sprouts are cooking away. I stir them halfway through and then get them going. They cook 6 minutes and then put them back in for another 6. So now I'm adding my lemon juice to my butter, my melted butter. And I'm going to put some lemon peel in there, and I'm going to put 4 cloves of garlic in with the melted butter and the lemon zest and the lemon juice. And then I'm just going to pour that all over the fish in my little baking dish here. I'm just going to cover it all up with that delicious garlic and butter and lemon juice. And it's ready to go into the oven. So instead of making a whole big salad, I'm just going to do cucumbers and tomatoes. So I'm just going to chop up my cukes in bite-sized pieces and get those in the bowl. And then I'm just going to slice my tomatoes and get those in to my bowl. And then I'm just going to salt it and stir it, mix it all together. And the salt will definitely bring out the flavor in the tomatoes and cukes. And then I'm going to put my Good Seasons Italian dressing on it. And I'm not going to soak it. I'm just going to, put a little in there and stir that up. My fish has been cooking for about 25 minutes, and my Brussels sprouts are ready to come out. I'm just going to dish them into a bowl. They look amazing. They look perfect. My fish is ready, And I did throw that rosemary in there while I baked it. So you saw my fish just came out of the oven. I made these amazing Brussels sprouts. And I have a little tomato and cucumber salad for us to have with it. So it's, you know, nice for a Friday night where you can just kind of go a little bit overboard and make a nice meal for you and your family. For Bob. Can you see him? Hi, babe. All right, so we're gonna dish this out. Do you want a whole piece of fish? Might as well, right?
But it looks delicious.
Looks good, huh?
Yeah.
Delicious fish. I want to know if you like how it tastes. So give it a taste. It's hot. Is it good?
Delicious.
Yeah. All right. So there we have. Give it a taste. I'm going to taste the fish. And this is just a piece of cod. That's what we have around here. That's kind of local, I guess. You can do tilapia or any kind of fillet. Not mackerel, I wouldn't say, but
salmon.
Mmm. You taste the lemon. Garlic, butter. Taste the Brussels sprouts. Now normally you would put these in the oven, I guess, but I made them in my air fryer. Garlic parmesan. These Brussels sprouts are so good. Cooked to perfection. They cooked about 12 minutes in the air fryer, my Instant Pot air fryer. Delicious. So I'm gonna go enjoy my meal, and I will see you tomorrow when I start to do my spring home refresh in the living room. So stay tuned and come back for that. See you then, guys. Alright, so I'm going to start my project of covering my ottoman. So first I need to cut the top piece. So I just basically measure it and make sure it will fit on all sides. And what's nice about the plaid is you can cut along the lines and you get a nice straight line. So I'm just trying to match up my lines here. And this particular ottoman has places that need to be tucked in. So I have to do each section by itself, but you can see I measured the length that I need for the sides, and I'm just cutting along the line of the plaid to give me a nice even cut. And so I'm ironing them piece by piece, so I'm not ironing the entire piece of material. So I cut just to the length, and I'm going to be tucking this into the second part of the tuck that the ottoman has. The top part will cover this. See how it tucks in there? So what I'm going to do is just match it up as close as I can, and then I'm going to actually just pin that, because there's nothing for me to staple into. It's all just material. So you can see there's a tuck under there as well. So I'm just making sure everything's lined up and fitting well, and then I'm just going to use some safety pins, and I'm just going to pin underneath where it sort of folds over so you can't see the pins. I'm just going to pin all the way across until I secure everything. Okay, so now I have to secure it underneath this second sort of lip, or whatever you want to call it, and I'm using my staple gun here because I do have some wood, and
I realized that my ottoman was going to move, so I had to push it up against the couch, give me a nice secure base there. So now I have this side done. Everything is secure in there, and I'm just going to work my way around the ottoman, getting everything tucked in the same way. And I have a whole piece here that will fit 2 sides, so I'm just going to go around and, you know, try to match it up as best I can. It's not going to be perfect, but I am definitely able to match it up. Again, securing it underneath that top lip with safety pins. You're not going to be able to see that when everything is done. So I had to cut the material so I could go all the way around. It wasn't going to work just all in one piece. So I cut my material, and now I'm going to secure the sides with my staple gun. So I'm just tucking this top part up underneath and pinning it to the rest of the material on the side here, and then also up underneath that top lip. That pin won't show, you know, once everything's all secure in there. And now the sides, you know, you just tuck everything in, and then you fold over your sides to give it a nice edge, you know, a nice finished off looking edge. Tuck everything in, and then I'm just going to staple it to the side of the ottoman, and it'll just be, you know, a nice finished edge. I mean, I'm not an upholsterer, so you will see the staples there, but they're not big, huge staples. They don't look bad at all. It actually looks good. If I were doing this again, I probably would have had the ottoman standing on its side so that I would have been able to stand up and push down on it. It would have been a little easier, but, you know, hindsight is 20/20. So I'm getting the top on now. All of my sides are done. I want to make sure it's pulled nice and tight all the way around. And I'm going to do the same thing with this top layer, and I'm just going to pin it up underneath this onto the, you know, onto the existing ottoman, and get it all nice and secure under there. So I'm just going to go around the entire top layer of the ottoman, and I'm just going to finish up this last little corner here, and I'll be done with the top portion. Alright, so now I'm just going to staple everything onto the bottom. This is the easiest part of the whole project, and it is done. It took me probably about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours altogether with cutting and ironing, but it looks pretty darn good for an amateur.
Okay guys, so that was a little bit of a project. It's not a professional job by any means, but it looks good. It's doing its purpose. It covered it up. It makes it look clean. It makes it look new. So it's going to be good for a while. When I get tired of it, I just unpin, unstaple, and I can either do it again or just put a blanket over it and, you know, cover it up that way. So it's been quite a long day, but I am still going to do my refresh. And this season, I'm really looking for space. I don't really want to have like a ton of stuff up on my mantle or on my walls. So what I did was I went to Hobby Lobby this morning and I picked up some pictures. And I'm just gonna put the pictures on my wall and on my mantle. And I did get, I got these really cute, basic, simple little candlesticks. One is taller than the other. I'm gonna put those up there. I'm also going to put this cute little thing up there on my mantle. And I have 2 pictures that I'm gonna put up, and I will show you them, and then on the side wall where I normally have my shelf hanging. I'm just going to take that off and just put a picture of something that reminds me of summertime in the country. Like even the picture that I bought to go over my sofa really reminds me of Vermont in the summertime or springtime, and I love that. So that's the vibe I want to go for, just a lot less, you know, stuff and a lot more space. The pictures that I got for on top of my mantle, I'll show you. One is a nest, and nests are just very much like spring. That really reminds me of spring. It's a newness, it's a rebirth, it's a, you know, all of that. I'm just gonna give it a quick once over with my puppy fur cloth just to take any dust off. I'm not doing any major cleaning here. The other thing I'm going to do, which is going to be very quick, is I'm just gonna take down that bottom curtain and I'm gonna hang these wreaths, and they're just green wreaths that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I got 4 of them. I'm gonna hang them up with a little bit of fishing line that I just put on the little knobby thing for the window where you lock the window. I'm just gonna loop it on there and hang this and try to hang them all evenly. I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. And that is really gonna do it for this video. It's raining today, so which I wouldn't have had time anyway, but we're gonna fill up the dumpster tomorrow. It's supposed to be sunny and warm. So, that's it for this video, guys. Stick around so you can see how the end product comes out here in my spring refresh. Thanks for coming along with me. Thanks for hanging out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. I'm not sure what Thursday's video is going to be at this point. It may be a nail video. I kind of lost a couple nails doing that upholstery, but I glued them right back on. You'd never know that I lost any. So anyway, guys, take care. Have a great couple of days, and I will see you on Thursday.